Hello fellow YouTubers, Trouble835 here with YouTube Gaming Community number 26. So, what's on the docket today, you may ask? Well, we're going to get to a lot of comments that people sent in my last video, projects, videos, and suggestions. And we're going to get to a certain drama that has come up on YouTube that I'm going to comment on, and the people involved are just not going to like my answer. But anyway, let's get to our comments for the last video, shall we? Just 25, not 24, I should know that. Anyway, Philip PI2 comment was, IMHO, or in my honest opinion, we need to be able to block by something like an IP address instead of just a channel. Now I agree that if YouTube allowed you the option to either block a channel or an IP address, by blocking that IP address on your channel, that person would be able to access the rest of YouTube. It would be a solution to YouTube not blocking the IP themselves. By doing that, you would also in some ways cut down trolling, or at least made it harder for them, right? But in the end, the truth is I don't see YouTube doing it anytime soon, or maybe never. You know, they might think about it. They should think about it. So we're going to get to a lot of videos and products people got going on YouTube. So the first one is The Completionist. And his was, I hope to do something. I need to do a part 2 of how to complete Castle of Shigami 3. In the next week or two, I'm going to do a video on my North American anime-style Sega Saturn game collection, which I can't wait to see that collection. Next up, J-Boy Pac-Man. Okay, now as far as future videos go, I have really nothing major planned, but I'm hoping to do more toy-related ones with me, starting to pick up a lot more action figures to fill my game room up with, and the normal gameplay videos and perhaps some discussion videos. I had commented J-Boy Pac-Man, if some of you don't know, I'm a big Transformers fan. I've been in love with the cartoon since I first saw it debut on the Bozo Show in the early 80s. Every couple years, I go and buy Transformers. I have like 3 totes of Transformers at this point. Someday you may see them in the background. Never know. So next up is the X-Gamer X. My projects are going to include more reviews, Halloween special, help some of my friends with their products, and I'm going to do more trades. Now, it's cool that he helps his friends, by the way. I talk to Amisbro on Skype, I don't know, maybe once a week, time to time, you know. And one thing I've learned from talking to him is, he always asks me what's going on in the future of my videos. He kind of wants to know, I guess, before they come out. And he always asks me questions about things that come to his mind. And the truth is, it's really good to have someone to bounce your ideas off of. Because they may tell you when the idea's not good. You may want to start a new series or something you've never done before, and sometimes you need that encouragement to take that step forward. Or they may, you know, come back with a response or feedback to doing that you never thought of that may make it better. So that can be very helpful. It's really cool that he helps his friends with their projects. So next up, the 123 Kidman. Jeff Hardy Bacon and I are making a Let's Play channel and are currently seeking members to join the channel. The videos will be started next week. The channel is called We Want to Play Games. It is We Want to Play Games. So if you're interested in checking out playthroughs, or you're interested in participating, check it out. Next up is White Girls Asian Please. I am doing a Q&A for 100 subs and a Halloween special called Tricks or Treats. Congratulations on the 100 subs, and by the way, I need to make a small apology because for some reason I know it's a guy, but when I read it, my mind said girl, and I said girl. It's a guy. So, apologies. Next up is 78 Strider HIRYU. His was just some more gameplays of SNK collections on my side. I love SNK video games. Next up is For Stalak. For me, I'm going to be working on that one video I told you about before. I'm making a video collage, shout out video, for my 1,000 subscriber special. Now, I'm not going to go into more detail than that because he has to give me some details on what's going to happen, and it's going to be really cool. So man, I can't wait to get that video done. Let me know when it's done. It's going to be really cool. Next up is Equilibrium Gaming. I mainly just been busy on and off with fighting type games right now, and trying to get them all out there that is in my collection. At least just do some gameplays on it for viewers to enjoy. Probably my next big project is going to come up with some kind of Halloween video, but may not, depending on what I can come up with that's original. Okay, I got an idea for you, Croooow. Last week you did that pickups video where you had two of you on the screen at the same time. Maybe you could do something like that for Halloween with two versions of yourself. It was really cool. I know it's a lot of time to do that, but it was a really cool video. If you haven't checked it out, it's a really funny video. So, he gave me a second comment. It was ideals to talk about. And it was, yeah, I would love for someone to recommend or make a shout out to all the women gamers that are on YouTube. Get them out and get all the men gamers to connect to them. If anybody has a good sized list of recommendations of women gamers that we can connect to, that would be awesome. I'm going to read you the very funny comment Nerox left to him. And it was, good idea, Chuck, but the women here only want to hook up with cyanide breath mints, LOL. I did not realize not only was I running a gaming community, but I was running a dating service on the side, apparently. But, first of all, Ecom gave me a suggestion. I originally was thinking my comment back to him was doing a top 10 list, but some people would have a hard time with that, so here's what we're going to do. For the comments under this video, give me a list of women gamers in the community that you watch, that you like to watch, that you think are interesting. No matter how many you have on your list. In the next video I will shout them out, and I will shout the person who gave me the list. Depending on how many people give me suggestions, it may be more than one video, we'll see. By the way, Nerox, me and Amisbro were talking about you the other day, and I was just wondering, do you ever sleep? Because I don't care what time I put this video up, you always seem to comment on it not long after it's up. I mean, I was joking with Amisbro that I don't think you have a job, or if you do, it must be driving around all day. Anyway, love Nerox, he's a cool guy. By the way, Nerox, and all you others out there, there are different games up here for you guys who want to go through and sit here and try to figure out what's up there. So, yeah, I'm just teasing. He's a good guy, Nerox. So next up is Galga135. I think the next video I'll be doing a game collection update. It's been so long since I did a video like that. Lately I've been focusing more on gameplay videos and stuff like that. I've probably gotten like 100 games since my last collection update. I always love collection updates. That's a lot of games between collection updates, by the way. So next up is Huey999. Next project in my pipeline is a Jeff Minter special. Next up is Crow111. Now you left comments about how he was on it. He went on his honeymoon and he had time to sit back, think about his channel, look at it, and decide what he wanted to do. And it's really good sometimes to step away from your channel, because when you're making videos all the time, sometimes you just keep churning them out. Sometimes you may lose inspiration, you may lose some of the passion. It may somehow feel like a grind because you keep putting them out so fast or so often. And by stepping back, you look back and go, okay, here's my channel. Is this what I want my channel to be? Is there something else that I want to do? And he decided to start this new series, and he didn't want to let the cat out of the bag, obviously, which is fine. I understand that. You want to surprise people. Well, yesterday, Crow's Game Time #1 came out. Chopper Command on the Atari 2600. There we go. He's going to be doing gameplay of games in his collection. And if you don't know, he's got over 1,800 games. He could do this forever. But it's not a review thing. It's a game thing. Just remember that. It's really cool. I can't wait to see how it evolves. A really cool first show. Next up, Mr. Debauch, or Mr. Debauch. I'm currently working on your question, man. I'm sending some personal message out to a couple people I know who really like what the thing you would ask the question about, and I will be commenting on that in the near future. So depending on when I get the messages back, will be when I comment on your question. Bakeman13, his comment was, well, except the podcast, I would like to do like a video of my video game memories, but to do that I would have to collect everything which I used to have, the MD and the GBC and the GBA. I'll let you figure out what systems he's talking about. And Creeboy411, I will shout out the 2 channels you suggested in my next video. Now let's get to drama, shall we? Everybody loves drama. No, not really. If you didn't check out the truth and facts of the NoobNet Gamezone live stream raw and uncut by Jayy Blackheart. Okay. Let's make some people mad, shall we? How in the blue hell did this ever become such a big frickin' problem? Blown out in the community the way it has. How? You 2 are friends. If you don't know what happened, Jayy Blackheart was no longer an admin on the NoobNet live stream. Now there's apparently a problem between Tarek77 and Jayy Blackheart. You 2 were friends, okay? You both have each other's Skype. How in the hell, be honestly, did you 2 not talk about it? Come to some reasonable ending where this didn't blow up. Clearly, for some reason, Jayy was surprised this was going to happen. It obviously, honestly, we're never going to know the truth what happened, okay? And I don't want to take sides on this. I'm not going to, because I actually like both channels and will continue to watch. And that's my suggestion for everybody. Just watch both channels. Jayy made his video. I hope he's done with it. I hope he can just move on and make the videos, the great videos he makes on his channel. I hope whatever happened at Tarek keeps making his live stream and do what he wants to do. Okay. The only bad thing about what Jayy Blackheart's video was that he, quite frankly, burned his bridges with NoobNet or anybody. I think a lot of people on there with his video and who he called out and so forth on the video. According to his video, Tarek wasn't the one who informed him on message on Skype that he was no longer admin on NoobNet. Which, can I say, I have let people go in jobs I've had in the past in a supervisor position, and I've always firmly believed you tell that person yourself. Now, you can't do it in person, so you can do it on Skype. Talk it out. Say, hey man, I don't know what happened. We're never going to know what happened, because obviously a lot of little things happen along the way for this to be this way. There's a lot of things that happened. This has obviously been building for a while now. This did not just like all of a sudden, like, boom, happened really quick. And if either one of them talk about it, I'm sure they're going to be talking about what happened now. You're never going to know what really happened. But clearly, there's been things building with this for a while now, whatever it was. And they both handled it wrong, and this should never gotten to be this big drama that it turned into. And they both look bad at the end. Quite honestly. There's no way I can see anybody looking good in this. So, listen, don't take sides on this. If you like both channels, continue to watch them. If you don't like one, continue to watch that one. It should never turn out the way it did, honestly. I know Tarek subs out. We haven't talked recently, but we had messages in the past. Arcade Main Machine, I'm friends with him. You know, I've had contact with a lot of guys who do the live thing. I've never had any problem with them, but I've had a little contact with Jayy Blackheart, never had a problem with him either. So it's a shame this built up to this. Hopefully somewhere down the road they all can maybe work out their differences. Because how do you become friends and all of a sudden you're not? That was awful fast. But anyway, Black Lily 8, Matt Chat 79 video, Scott M's early days. If you don't know who Scott M's is, he made adventure games for the PC in its heyday. Next up is Gamester 81. Gametalk featuring Strictly Sega. If you like Strictly Sega or you like Strictly Sega of America, check that out. Next up is OldSchoolNYCGamer. Tempest demo for the Atari 5200 Classic Games Expo 2K10. If you've never seen the demo for Tempest for the 5200, check that out. And then AllGenGamers 12. This time around they had Fraser from Far From Subtle. They do the awesome video games and video game awesome videos on YouTube. He had a very cool take on why you shouldn't copy what other people do, and you should be passionate about your videos. TVANDLUST 14 podcast came out, though I haven't been able to listen to the whole thing, so I can't comment on that yet. And last, JumbleJunkies, check out the SF4 Tournament Edition Fight Stick. It's a really cool looking fight stick. So guys, until my next video.